Hello students, we are on chapter 15 Shakuntala part 1. We have finished the first part of the lesson and I hope you are remembering the story. So just we will recall what we have learned in the previous class. Once there lived a great and wise sage named by Kanava. His ashram was in the heart of the forest on the bank of the river Malini. One hot summer day, Rishi Kanava went to take a dip in the river. He saw a little baby girl lying all alone on the bank of the river, and a group of vultures was sitting around the child with their wings spread, trying to protect the baby girl. The sage went and took the baby girl and gave it to his sister Gaudami to look after her. And he told her that I found the girl in the forest and she was so beautiful and she was looked by the Shagunt birds. So let us call the girl Shakuntala. So that is the way the child received the name Shakuntala. Okay. Gaudami was so curious about to know whose child it was. And Kanava, as being a sage, he had a divine power and to find out the past and the future of anyone. So he could easily find out the future of the past and the future of this particular girl also, baby girl also. It was an interesting story. So the story came now. What was the story of Shakuntala, the baby girl? So how she came to the bank of the river. Okay, we will see that story also. Do you remember the story? Okay. So Kanava started telling the story about the child. She is the daughter of Vishwamitra and Menaka. Vishwamitra was a great king and he gave up his crown and kingdom and went to the forest for a deep meditation. Okay, so the Lord Brahma granted him the blessing that Vishwamitra would be the greatest of all sages. So, though Vishwamitra got what he wanted, he did not stop the meditation. By seeing this, who got jealous of this? The Vishwamitra, the Devadas got worried and felt jealous of Vishwamitra. So at last they went to Indra, the Devadas went to Indra, the king of heaven, and they spoke about their worries and fears. Indra sent Menaka, the most beautiful dancer, to his court to charm the sage and disturb the meditation. So from heavenly nymph, the sage, the heavenly nymph, the female spirit came down to the earth. So she began to dance and sing in front of Vishwamitra, and he was disturbed and he could stop the meditation. As he was seeing, his eyes were opened and he was seeing the beauty of Menaka. He was very much fascinated. Fascinated means strongly attracted by her beauty and married her. It was how the girl was born to her. Okay? And but Menaka realized that it was the time for her to return to heaven. She could not, that time she was not able to take the child with her. So Vishwamitra wanted to resume his meditation to start again. Vishwamitra also wanted to resume means to start again the meditation also. So both of them could not take the baby girl with them. So Menaka was not in a position to take the human child to heaven. Leaving the baby by the riverside of Malini, she flew back to her heavenly home. That is the way the baby girl was lying at the bank of the river and Kanava is taking her. That is the past of the baby girl. Okay, you understood the story? Now we will start the rest of the chapter. Thus, Vishwamitra's daughter was adopted by Kanava. So that means, who was Shakuntala's parents? Shakuntala's parents are Vishwamitra and Menaka. Okay. So Kanava was adopted her. So Shakuntala grew up to be a beautiful young woman. All the ashram people loved her. Anasuya and Priyamvada were Shakuntala's best friends and attendants. Shakuntala helped Gautami in her daily work and also watered the plants. That was the only work she had. Okay, watering the plants and helping the Gautami in the kitchen and the surroundings. Okay, and also she had two friends. Who are those two friends? Anasuya and Priyamvada. Okay. One day Kanava decided to go on a pilgrimage. He called Shakuntala and her companions and told them to take care of the ashram and receive the guest in his absence. So what did Vishwamitra one day called the Shakuntala and told Vishwamitra told that I am going for a pilgrimage, visiting the temples. I am going for the pilgrimage, and whoever comes in the ashram, you should be taking care of them and giving the food. And in my absence, you will be in charge of the ashram. One day the girls were busy in their work. Shakuntala was patting her pet deer in her lap. It was then that she found a handsome young man gazing at her. Patting means touching. We patting the pet dogs. Okay. And gazing means surprising. So while he was sitting, while he was busy in her work, and Shakuntala was sitting and patting her deer on her lap, and she found a handsome young man surprising and gazing at her. The stranger asked the girls if they could direct him towards Kanava's ashram. He desired to pay his respect to a great sage. So what did the the stranger asked the girls? I wanted to go to Kanava's ashram and pay homage to him. Shakuntala invited the guest to the ashram. She soon realized that the visitor was the great king Dushanta. So who was that? The stranger? He was the great king named Dushanta. Dushanta was attracted by Shakuntala's charm and beauty. So he was also attracted by the charm and beauty of Shakuntala. Dushanta wanted to marry Shakuntala and make her queen. Shakuntala was unwilling to marry without the consent of Kanava, her foster father. So he was, though Dushanta was admired the beauty of Shakuntala and wanted to marry her, and Shakuntala was unwilling to marry in the absence of her foster father. Okay, foster father. But Dushanta was not in a position to stay there long. It was not known when Kanava was returning. And Dushanta the king, he wanted to return back to their kingdom, and also he was not in a position to stay long there. Okay, so he was wanted to marry Shakuntala. So, and also it was not sure when Kanava will return. So Dushanta and Shakuntala got married, and the king returned to the palace after a few days. Before leaving, the king gave her a ring which was his name over it. He promised Shakuntala that he would be back soon to take her along. So what happened then? They both got married, and a few days he remained with her, and after that the king had to go to his kingdom. So what did he give as a present? He gave her a ring, and which was his name over it. His name was written over the ring that is presented to Shakuntala. He promised that Shakuntala that he would be soon returning back and to take her. Okay, that's the chapter, end of the chapter. And the next chapter, chapter 16, is the continuation of the same chapter. Once we completed this and writing the question answer, I will be taking the next chapter. I hope you have understood the story. You read the chapter, understand it once again, and writing down the word meaning and the question answers in your copy and learn it. Thank you, students, for listening.